You are now listening to the Warp World Podcast. Boom shakalaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Warp World Podcast, episode 111.
111.
Is this binary?
Is
this binary?
This is a binary episode.
Jaku, is this binary?
Yes.
I thought we were further than, 5?
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode is very special for a lot of reasons. We're doing a lot of firsts right now.
A lot of firsts.
Yeah. First of all, this is the first episode we've ever recorded at 3:30 in the morning.
This is like 6:30 in the morning local time for me.
Right.
I'm going to have a hard time readjusting to normal life when I get home.
This is also the first time we've recorded a live episode in Las Vegas. Or is it?
We've never recorded all of us in Vegas.
No.
I've been in Vegas when we've recorded, but not
Okay,
all
yeah.
of us.
We've also never recorded an episode by a pool.
By the pool.
That's true.
The pool that is shaped like a car.
Yes.
A Rio car.
Carpool.
Yeah. It's the carpool. Yeah.
Oh, it's the
the
carpool. That
It
makes
was
That's
right
the first
there the
time
whole
someone
time.
made that joke.
Yeah.
Feeney said that to me earlier, and it blew my mind. I was like, whoa, the gas station.
that makes so much more sense.
Yes. We're in all these things are happening because we are here at Mario Masters Colosseum 3
2019.
2019. Oh yeah, 2019. Mario Masters
Mario
Colosseum.
Masters
I should know
2019.
It's all good.
It's day 2 right now. So far we've raised almost $70,000. We're just under 69,000.
Nice.
So I guess the first thing I'm going to ask guys, like, what do you think of the event so far?
Man, it's I don't know. It's such a, I don't want to say it's great. It's amazing. It's different from the last 2 venues. We've moved the dates that we're no longer doing this right after TwitchCon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really helped a lot. I think
Energy levels higher.
Energy levels higher. You want to do more because you didn't just do a con for 4 days.
Yeah.
Additionally, we're also in Las Vegas, and we're not on the Strip. We're not too far from the Strip, but there's actually places we can go and do things outside
Yeah, it's
the
like
house.
being in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I know the first year we were in Anaheim, but I feel like none of us really left the house at all.
Not
And then-
much, no.
Then
we
last
we were in kind of a weird spot to
Yeah.
go anywhere. The only place we could have gone is Disneyland, really.
right, and we didn't have time for that.
Disneyland.
Yeah, we were.
We definitely didn't have time. Yeah, Disneyland's a full day.
And then last year we were in the mountains, and it was a trek to get into
That
the
was
town.
The seclusion was nice though.
It was.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a cool view. It was really neat. There was kind of a lot of things to do in that little area for us, that were kind of, camping type things. But there wasn't much else, and it was hot out. And while we're in Vegas, it's hot out. It's not the same.
Plus, we got a carpool.
And we got a carpool.
Yeah.
We only had hot tubs, right? Yeah.
We did only have hot tubs. We made the
Yeah.
hot tubs at MMC 2. We made those hot tubs murky.
Yeah.
That was a hot man stew by the end of that couple of days.
Well, so
Gross.
Cliffy told me that's all he used for showering. I'm just kidding.
Grosser.
yeah.
yeah, Cliffy would probably be upset if he
damn
thought I
it.
believed that.
I know. Yeah. I don't.
Hygiene's been good. Hygiene's been good. I can say that much.
Yeah.
No, it's just plus the room is nice and wide. We got AC pumping all the time.
Oh,
in this
yeah.
place.
Yeah.
It's great. Let's talk about events. What have you guys been favorite
Family
events
Feud.
so far?
Let's talk about Family
Family
Feud.
Feud.
Let's talk about Family.
That's the one that everyone feuds on.
That is
let's be
by
honest.
far, I think, the best. One of the best ththings we've ever been a part of entirely. There were 4 specific moments where people were legitimately squealing.
Yeah.
when the toad mushroom hat, smaller mushroom hat, and then condom
The
came out.
smaller mushroom hat was
Paco
amazing.
leans over to me and he goes, "Those are the same thing."
Yeah.
And between the two of us was Feeny, Tofu, and literally everyone in that line of 5 people was just crying.
Yeah.
I laugh, cried 5 times, and I knew the answers to all the questions.
Yo, you make a really good Steve Harvey. dude.
Yeah, you
You
did.
do the perfect, look at the camera did he really just say
He
that?
just said that.
He really...
Time travel
Okay, I will say,
in
though,
real life.
when you're pressed for an answer and you're sitting there and you're like, fuck, I forgot nothing. I've got nothing. I need to choose a word. Bending.
Oh my God.
I knew I had to say something.
Okay, well you know what? Superhero.
Exactly.
Oh my
It
God.
happens
Oh my-
to everybody.
Oh my God, on that one.
There were so many incredibly funny and bad responses, and also just like I can't believe nobody
Some of
said
the
Dr.
answers-
Mario.
I know.
Name a job, another job that Mario.
Well,
has
there was
besides
only two
plumber.
of us. There was only two of us, and I
Doctor. though.
builder because Mario.
That was
Maker.
a fine.
Yeah,
That was a fine
Builder's
answer.
And then,
great.
but yeah,
I think that was
doctor.
the number 2 answer.
Stripper.
Like, yeah,
Where does
doctor.
stripper fit? Like
Well, we
I
put
gotta
actor
say-
and stripper together.
the chat survey, they had some answers where like
But you know what's amazing about that though? About like it's not like any of them were. They were all like
There was a
7
lot of them,
plus.
sure.
Like I think the lowest one was like it was 7 responses.
yeah.
So like when people put like, condoms underneath Toad's hat, 9 people out of
Exactly.
200 did that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
know?
fair.
Maybe that
That's
makes
fair.
us the weird ones for not thinking that way.
No, I don't
No.
know because 9
I'm-
people out of 200.
It's
thought
just
that. It makes
crazy
those
that
guys
happened. Like,
really
granted,
weird.
we like most answers we had like, we'd have like those top
Like
5 or
Bowser's
6
Airship
answers.
didn't have an engine room.
It didn't have a kitchen. It didn't have
Didn't
a
have-
throne room. It didn't have a bathroom.
a throne room.
It had a
King
sex
Bowser.
dungeon.
Yeah, it
Which,
had
again-
the number 1.
yeah.
Bowser
Which-
likes. He doesn't.
which
Well,
we-
a sex dungeon.
When have
well,
we seen that
did,
man
We did
lay
combine
pipe
sex dungeon
other than
and
in
torture room
constructed
because
levels?
we combined that. I made an executive decision because at first we had sex dungeon and torture room as two
As two
separate
separate
ones.
answers. Oh,
But I
yes.
combined it because I thought
Kinda
a
the
lot of
same
people.
thing.
I thought a lot of people said torture room, but meant it as
Right, and
That's sex
that's
torture
fair.
room,
And
yeah.
I think
That's dark.
that was one of the first questions, and so I think a lot of us were still getting like
Yeah.
kind of the idea.
The first couple of
things.
questions, like the first game, it was like, okay, we understand how we need to be thinking now. You had to set the frame of mind for like, these aren't people who were trying to say, they're like, what's the funniest thing I can write right now?
Yeah.
Drugs. What is Mario's must? I remember you told me beforehand, you're like, yeah, I'm not trying to say that a lot of answers were cocaine, but it definitely was in one spot. And the whole time through that whole thing, I'm like, which one of these is going to be cocaine?
Right.
Which one? And drugs came up a bunch of times, but then it was like things that get stuck in Mario's mustache.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Whoa, and you accidentally read that one, and so we weren't able to use that
Yeah,
category.
that one ended
which
up
was
being
really sad
yeah,
because
yeah.
like
Good
you
category.
said it at the end of the of
is-
that of
it
the
is a
entire
funny
event,
one, yeah.
and like I'm like peach because like that was
yeah,
that was
a
my
good
answer.
answer. That one was clever.
good
Yeah.
answer.
Spaghetti.
Good answer.
Yeah,
Spaghetti.
but yeah, it was
good
a
answer.
lot
Hi,
of fun.
guys.
We got
We
we
are
got
recording poolside.
we got
just
people
had a
interrupting our
group of
podcast
cool
here.
dudes.
Jeez, guys, walking where you need to be.
Come on,
Going to sleep at 4 in the
it's
morning.
4 in the
You-
morning. What are you
You
doing?
idiots.
Yeah,
we just
no,
said,
Family
you know.
Feud was fun. So that wrapped up the first day, but like
It was a good
the
wrap-up.
energy, like it's insane how much time you feel like you have each of these days. Like you look at the clock, you're like, we've only done this for 4 hours, and then you're like, I got 8 more hours. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the first hour, we raised over $10,000,
Yeah, that was wild.
which was insane.
That was crazy.
Amazing. And we got 2 days left, but let's talk about Friday.
Versus tournament. Versus tournament was so
First
much
tournament
fun.
was my favorite thing.
It was
Um,
great in a lot of ways because it included a lot of people, which is pretty sweet,
It was good.
and some fierce competition.
The races were actually like the heats were like weirdly even.
Yeah,
Which I was worried that wasn't going to happen, but they were. They were just very even.
because that's how versus mode ends up. It's not
Yeah.
about who's necessarily the best. It's about who has the best like really quick decision making abilities. Like, do I go for an extra mushroom or do I sprint to the right?
Right. There's-
Obviously being the best helps. There's that final like grandmaster seed. Those were 4 really strong players.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 But yeah, it's small decisions like that that really do add up. And
Yeah, because those seeds were all close. Like the first 4 heats, they were all really close.
Yeah. It's nice not having that lag for the multiplayer.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we did have some, but it was overall
Well-
still like
well,
really,
yeah,
like,
it's
pretty
like-
decent.
Yeah, it's because you
I
got a lot
think
of
your
Wi-Fi
heat was the
things
only
going
one
on.
that actually had lag.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Interesting.
We had a lot. Yeah, we got a good few.
Yeah, there was a couple levels
spikes.
where it really sucked.
Yeah, dude, there was that one that like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
trying to like cheese it with a triple jump, and the lag kept coming in, and I kept missing it. And Aura looks at me, he's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, we did have that when me and Cliffy and Spike and Ross
Yeah.
were doing that locally.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like why is there lag? Like we're all right here.
I
And it's
figured
just-
it might have been because of the hotspot, which is why
no,
what I was
so
thinking.
it because it doesn't send anything to the internet. It's just sometimes the switches are just weird.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, because they download the level, and then after that, they're like, "Okay, we're good."
Yeah, there's no reason to send that out to the internet.
Maybe they do send stuff out to the internet, and that's why it's bad.
No, not from what I've seen.
Maybe the one that's connected to the internet does.
Not from what I've seen, because
maybe.
the ones.
Oh, I guess yeah.
Yeah, none of them connect to the internet except that one.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah, it's still weird. I heard it's just level length, like size can affect it.
That sounds right. It was always on bigger levels.
Yeah. So I think it's that.
Updating
you
like
go.
the level state between the consoles, maybe if there's a lot happening.
Lot of states. Yeah.
Yeah, because the one that was happening to me, and there's like P switches like getting hit left and right, a bunch of like a big variety of things.
Yeah, and that's what it seems like. So I can understand that, and that's why they do the peer-to-peer. But we won't get into that. This is not about Nintendo's online infrastructure. What else was today? Let's see. We had the crowd control.
Donations.
Oh, yeah.
Donations have been funny. When Barb was reading out like all the, all right, and we've got one from Mr. Richard.
Barb was hilarious with them. Barb was really, really funny.
Dover throws down. Oh, and Eileen Dover saying, "My wife Ben just donated."
Yeah.
Those are great. Those are really fun. The donations have been all like really funny.
Well, I really liked. We started yesterday on Thursday. The lore, $25 gets you your username lore.
Pretty good.
And that seemed like a lot of people were asking for that.
That's freaking hilarious. Yeah, the username lore was good.
Yeah.
I'm very out of stories to tell.
Oh, sure. It's hard. I mean, it reminds me of like I got one idea. It's like you have to come up with something funny.
You're sitting around there like, all right, come on, let's take 3 words and make something happen.
Yeah. Some names really help with
You
that.
just- you start talking before you know what you're.
Yeah.
You have to.
You're
Yeah.
stalling for time.
Yeah.
It's like going on a
Seeing if your
road
words
trip
will
but
take you
not
anywhere.
knowing where you want to go yet.
Yeah.
And you're
Like,
like,
I'm
oh,
driving.
well, your name. You got your name.
Where are we
when
gonna
you
be,
were
though?
Born by your mother, and so what happened was. And
All right, name's got give me one right here. Baby Flash.
Baby Flash.
Baby Flash.
Baby Flash.
Oh, this is a good one.
When they were a baby, they used to just like rip off their diaper real quick and then run
Nice and
around.
fast.
Yeah, crawl out of the room.
So it was not only were they quick, they flashed you.
Yeah.
So they were like the Flash.
That's multiple
but
levels.
they flashed you. Multiple
Exactly.
There's a
levels.
reason people are paying primo buck for
Yeah,
this.
that's a
I
good
know,
one right
man.
there.
That's the reason why people are donating $25.
Be
It's
on
it's really cool.
Be
like,
on the lookout for Baby Flash in your chat next week.
yeah, chat. I mean, chat overall has just been like so positive, and the memes have just been
Most
just
positive.
Yeah.
flowing. Like
Shout out
today,
to those mods.
like the love affair between Mitch and the girl in the red dress.
the red
painting.
dress,
So
yeah.
there's a painting with a girl in a red dress behind us, and not in this shot, but in the stream room, and apparently the girl's got a crush on Mitch,
Yeah.
and the guy does not like the guy in the painting hates Mitch.
Yeah, well, obviously
Obviously,
Mitch is playing the role of
obviously.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
The whole thing's ridiculous.
I was really enjoying the donations from the Beast asking Barb to adopt him. Those made me laugh like stupidly hard. And then one was like Barb's wife, like, you can bring that Beast boy home.
Oh my god. We got a show going on for us right now behind Pooh.
Erotic.
Erotic show going on.
You dance like an Egyptian,
Oh
like
my
an
God.
Egyptian pharaoh,
This is
a very attractive Cleopatra-looking type woman.
I just saw these Warp World boys and wanted to shake it.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, shake it.
Thank you for that.
You're beautiful.
Another first. Another first. in
Another
our
first.
podcast.
First live.
Patty just exposed his penis to us, everybody.
He's Baby
massive.
Flash. He's
Baby Flash. Baby Flash in the flesh.
Oh,
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was at the casino before recording this.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
he doesn't
I was
wanna
at the
talk about it.
casino before
He
recording
doesn't want
this.
to talk about it.
I'm now home from the casino.
Yeah.
They came home later than me. That's how I did.
Oh, okay.
We got Killer Queen here.
Yeah, we have Killer Queen here. We've
That's
been playing
true.
a ton of Killer Queen.
Way more than any other
yeah,
time.
the most Killer Queen I've ever got to play at one time, and everyone here's gotten really good in 2 days, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how that happened.
yeah.
You know,
I think's the MVP Killer Queen right now?
off.
Author Blues.
Yeah.
Author Blues
Author
got
Blues
really
is
good.
He
really
knows
good.
he knows how to dive, man.
Yeah.
He knows how to do a
He'll be a
like
queen.
Killer Queen
He'll
plummet
be a
dive.
queen in the future.
It's really disappointing that we're all kind of too busy going to the Bumble Bash this year, and like it's about a month away. If we
Wow,
had
is that
this,
soon?
it's October 12th or so.
Oh, wow.
If we had this practice last year,
Yeah.
I think we would have had a bit of better running.
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah.
really think.
Yeah, if we had like 4 days with the game beforehand last year, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like 5 rounds in, we were like we were giving good competition to some top tier players.
Yeah, I think our Killer Queen tournament history is not over yet, gentlemen.
Oh, absolutely.
It is growing richer.
Yeah, I'm rejuvenated after this weekend with the game.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like I've gotten significantly, like I've leveled up. I've ascended.
I feel like I'd make a good warrior. I feel like I make a good warrior. I can make a pretty decent queen. I'm not good at doing
The berries?
I can't do good like level control with the queen. Like I'm not good at taking
sure.
care of gates, but I can fight decently. I have a good like combat sense with the queen. The
All
dive is a
about the
powerful move.
gates.
Yeah, the gates are important, and
Yeah.
you don't think about it too much.
No.
Because you're like,
It was
whatever,
we had a
but no.
couple strong games where like Oth was having great gate control and you didn't have enough lives to be able to risk going for him. So we were like, all right, I guess we'll try to get berries. Like,
Yeah.
we were pinched. We were pinched. Man, there's so many people who've probably never played Killer Queen listening to us talk about it. Like, what are they
I mean,
saying?
we've talked about it multiple times.
It's
now.
true.
It's
It
one.
It has been a big part of this
We
podcast
probably
for a
we
long
probably
time.
have talked about Killer Queen more times on our podcast than most Killer Queen podcasts have talked
Right.
about Killer Queen.
We
What
got to talk about it because it's sort of like the Super Nintendo Classic, but Nintendo released
Oh,
the
yeah,
Super
that's right.
Nintendo
We talk about news.
game list.
Oh, we're gonna
this
talk
did a
about
whole
hold
Nintendo
on,
just
we're
real
gonna
quick,
do
just
this
because
direct.
we
We're gonna be here
just
all night.
no, just real quick.
Speed through.
Real
through.
quick, we get Super Nintendo Classic,
Yeah.
Killer Queen. Those are two
Hell yeah.
things we always talk about on our podcast, pretty much. Nintendo
Okay.
released the new list
Amazing.
of SNES games.
Yoshi's Island, Link to
Look,
the
good-
Past,
good list.
Mario World,
Yeah.
Super Soccer. I love Super Soccer.
No, it was a good amount of games. The big news on this though is that they are not going to be releasing games every month now.
That is another
That-
piece.
They dropped that the other day. So we are not going to be getting games on NES or SNES for some time. It's going to be random.
Mm-hmm.
It's here and there scattered, which kind of sucks. But I think we have
also-
a lot of good games on there to play now, and it makes that monthly subscription worth it a little bit more
Yeah.
because you have a little bit more to play now, and Super Nintendo games last a little bit longer.
Getting
But
the features that we get at this point, like Tetris 99 is included.
Yeah.
The online is included. The
yeah,
NES and SNES flicks. It's a worthy subscription for the cost. $20
Yeah.
bucks a year to have access to all of those games. That's fair.
You know, it still would be cooler if it was $50 a year and had actual features that I wanted,
that's fair. That's
If it
fair.
had,
and not a classic edition of something that I don't want.
I like this better than I like buying a virtual console game for $8.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like-
I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. But-
20 a year for 50 games, like probably 10 to 15
I
that
think
I'm
that's a
a
fair-
big fan of.
I think it's better than the
Super fair.
virtual. I think
Yeah.
Netflix, and Nintendo 64 flicks when it eventually
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
out. It's definitely better than
And that's what I wanted to get
virtual
at.
consoles.
Yeah.
I think like now that we have Nintendo, we have Super Nintendo,
Pretty cool
they're
stuff.
open to it. It's gonna be cool.
GameCube one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty.
So
Yeah.
all right, so Saturday and Sunday are done, right? We got Thursday, Friday are done.
Saturday and Sunday to come.
Saturday and Sunday to come.
Uh-huh.
What are you hoping that we get in terms of viewership, donations for the charity? Like
$1 billion.
what $1 billion?
$1 billion.
Any other expectations, or you just excited to see what comes
I
out
think-
of it?
I'm excited to see what happens with Laser and Tofu's race. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be lit tomorrow. I'm
Yeah.
pretty interested in the how we're going to fit another first mode tournament into our schedule.
Sure.
I haven't figured that one out yet, but very hopeful.
I also hope we can fit some of those Mario Wars in that I showed off. I was playing with Laser Belch.
The game's intense, man.
It's very intense. I think people are gonna go crazy over it.
What's Mario Wars?
Exactly. You will
Okay.
see, hopefully.
All right. All right.
And hopefully you guys have seen.
I'm into it.
So yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited. I think this is gonna be the biggest MMC yet. Real quick, hot take. Here's our hot take.
Lay it down on me. Hot take.
Hot take. What is the Nintendo Circle?
Oh, that's right. Okay, here we go. Nintendo Circle. It's gonna be like one of those, those hula hoops you throw and you spin them and they roll back to you. It's gonna be like
so
that.
the hula hoops.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
it's just a
those
hula
hula
hoop.
hoops.
You know how
Just a
sometimes you
hula
start
hoop.
a sentence and
Just
you
a
don't
hula
know
hoop.
where you're planning on going yet, and you kind of just make your way there.
Oh man. Okay, so you think it's a hula hoop?
That's the best guess I got. That trailer made no sense.
I think it's a less practical Wii Fit board. Does that make sense? Like it's
Yeah.
built for fitness, but between that and the Laura Croft strap your Joy-Con to your leg thing, which I don't really understand what the point of that was at all, but like it doesn't seem anywhere near as cool as the Wii Fit.
It seems a little bit
Balance
more
board, or
cumbersome because the balance board is literally a board you set down and you stand on it.
Yeah.
And this thing, you have to put a Joy-Con in on there. You have strap one to your leg. Who knows?
The balance board, like, isn't, you can't redo that. You know, you're not, they're not going to be able to replicate that success.
They could. I mean, they could just reuse it.
That's
It's
true.
Bluetooth.
That is true.
They could just start making
You're
them
like,
again.
hey, you can buy another one, or if you still have one from before,
We got one in black now.
but include like some weird new functionality with the new one, so people buy it anyway.
Well,
That's
you
what
know,
they tend
just
to do.
just add the amount, like just increase the weight limit
Yeah.
on it and make it black so it looks better.
This one's got.
But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Nintendo's always kind of looking for another demographic, and I think this is their way to kind of break into that again, get the Switch in the fitness type thing.
Yeah,
Um,
hit more stuff. You know, they're doing Labo to get the
Yeah.
VR market, kind of. You know, they do weird shit with the Switch, and the more markets they hit, the better. It's everyone has one, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, who knows what Nintendo's doing? They always seem to kind of come out with interesting things that.
Yeah, it's a good hot take.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
It's gonna be weird. I'm excited to learn more.
Yeah, that's gonna be this episode of the podcast.
It's a short one, but a
episode
goodie.
111. We got a yawning Pooh Bear.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
4 a.m.
literally
right
It's
now.
4 a.m. basically.
4:20 a.m. right now.
We got
This
it.
is when
we
people
got it out.
like leave the club and go to the after hours club.
This is
If you say so.
4 a.m.
You want to
Yeah.
know what's even crazier about this? Is literally 85% of the people that are attending this event
Are still up. Yeah.
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 No. There's so many people here. We would love to have guests on and do the whole thing, but like everyone's tired. After
it
after the
would've-
stream, we all we still play some games, but most people wind down, relax, and just.
It's a
talk.
12-hour stream. You know, it's hard to
Yeah.
fit much more into a day.
It's a nice time to kind of talk with these people you don't see all the time.
yeah.
Share
Swim,
stories,
Go to the
swim.
casino, lose some
which is
money.
what we're gonna do, which is why we're calling this
Yep.
podcast
Done.
episode.
That's right. But we still brought it out, and that's what matters.
We did bring it out. We knocked it out of the park. on
It's
know
this
what
not
one.
the
else?
quality that matters; it's the fact.
It's the fact that you did it.
quantity.
Yep.
Listen, someone asks you to do a job better than do it. You know what? I'm shut up. It's
All right.
done. See you guys.
Bye, everyone.